All right, so welcome back to the studio right here at Lagos Talks 91.3 FM. The time is 33 minutes past the hour of, that's like 7:33. That is 27 minutes to 8. And we're going straight into the conversation around money. But today might be taking a new twist, a new turn as we engage the Nairametrics team. And, just wait for it. Wait for the Nairametrics team to bring you on board. And Ogiva is in the studio. Tolu is in the studio. Tolu hasn't spoken to me today. I don't know what I did. Whatever it is, I'm sorry. We are told it's good to apologize before you know what you did. I'm sorry for whatever I did. I'm forgiven. All right, thank you for that.
Good morning, Kaya.
Good morning, Ogiva. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. So today today's a special edition, right? Where we're looking into Nollywood behind the spotlight, and we want to check identify the financial realities of Nollywood and the broader creative industry, right? So it's more of the creative industry, but obviously we focus on Nollywood, and our special guest is going to come in and share some insights on creatives, particular how they make money and all that, and who else, but Ebisan Arayi, actor morning, and guys. Entertainer. We have him here to, at least share some lights on the blind sides, right, of, the Nollywood space. So it's good to have you here, Ebisan.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for coming here today.
Skyde, nice to meet you.
Good to have you join us in the studio.
Hi, Tolu.
Yeah, so, you've been in the industry for quite some years, right, Ebisan? So we appreciate that. And so, what are some of the key challenges, right, that creatives, especially actors, face when trying to turn their passion into a sustainable career in the Nigerian industry, entertainment industry, really?
Okay, so since we're talking money, let's just go straight to money then. Well, first off, for your passion, if it's for your passion, then you really don't want to just delve into Nollywood if you do not have patience. Yeah, that's the truth. Because starting off as an actor, it wasn't an easy task. I mean, I lost relationships by that. I mean, romantic relationships, because they were like, dude, you're an actor. How much money are you going to be making? I mean, your face is not even known yet and all that. So in the beginning, it's pretty steep to make funds. It's pretty difficult, but then you just got to keep going, since we're using the word passion, because of that passion, you drive, and over time, yes, you begin to yield things. Like right now, I'm in that stage where I know that, okay, yes, some funds are coming in, and it's looking way better than when I first started. Way, way better. So, yeah, basically, that's just it.
So I'm still on the question. So yes. How did you, can you just shed some light on your own story, right? And how you got your first gig.
Okay. Well, my story goes back to about 2000 and what? Where are we going now? 2005. Yes. So I started with modeling at first, and then in 2007. I mean, we all know that modeling has the acting aspect as well, commercial modeling. So I'm like, let's leave modeling. Let's act movies. Yeah. And the inspiration of my mom, my name is Yabo. Behind the scene those days, I literally would go behind the TV and say, "Where's my mommy? I want to know." Yeah. So I'm sure we all had that time where we would go to the back of the TV set to check out, to see if they can find the person, in the box. So yes, that happened to me, and from there I knew I always wanted to be on TV, And so
that's nice.
2007 started, acting officially. I got my first gig. I was paid about 30 grand that time.
30 grand?
Yes, in 2007. That was my first gig. And I mean, that 30,000 now is like 100 and something thousand now based on the economy, right?
Yeah, of course.
30,000 seemed to be, quite some funds that time, But then, so it can be as low as that when you start. I left Nigeria in 2011. Yeah. Got back to Nigeria in 2018 after my BSc and my Master's in Europe, and by the time I got back, trust me, I had to start from scratch again. So imagine having a BSc and Master's and knowing that, okay, I just went to do this so I can have that, have that degrees bagged and pursuing passion.
I feel you. That would have been difficult. So, but
it was very difficult.
You know, as in any 30K at that time. To act a movie, right?
I'm telling
but then
you.
again, I mean, yeah, obviously your journey has come forward. So, in the ever-growing Nollywood scene, yeah. So, what are like the most valuable means of income for actors, though? For actors, as against comparing them to like the other creative fields, right? Creative fields.
Creatives,
sorry.
yes.
Yeah, like music. Writing, content creations. What makes artists stand out, or what are the viable incomes that actors have in comparison to
viable incomes? Blown actors and blown musicians is like two different worlds. Trust me, bro. I mean, these musicians they literally stream their music every day. So those guys are making a lot of money compared to actors. I'm not even gonna lie. This is me being straight up and personal right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Those guys are making a lot of money more than actors, to be very sincere.
Mm-hmm.
And for actors to make more funds in acting, sincerely, I think you have to be a producer as well. Like you just said, if we check out the skit makers, they make their own thing. They put it online, YouTube.
Absolutely.
Thank God for the global market age we're in now, which is the internet, and all its social platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and all that, where you can make funds from. So for actors to actually properly make funds, if you're not in the big leagues where you work with studios like Ebony Live Studios and Anthill Studios and name it, quite a number of studios like that, KAP Studios. If you're not in that league yet, then your finances are not looking so special or so great at the moment. I don't want to start calling figures, but sincerely, that's what it is. So you have to actually be into the production aspect in Nollywood to know that, okay, I produced a movie with let's just assuming 10 million naira, and you're making back 30, 40, 60 million. So yes, there's some funds in that. There's better funds in the production aspect, compared to the acting aspect, and you're under the table there. You're not in that league where you earn, because we have people who earn 10 million a day in acting.
Wow.
Yes. So if you have them on set for 10 days, just know that.
Kayode was thinking of starting
I was.
Yes.
I can't memorize lines.
You definitely are not going to be holding the script.
Yeah, I tell you, man.
So you have to work on the memory first.
It's crazy,
But do you say 10 million per day or per movie?
Per day.
Per day?
Yes, please.
Can you break that down, please?
No, let's not break it down. Breaking it down means I'm calling names, and I really wouldn't want to do that. I plead the fifth.
But 10 million is viable, though. So, I mean, adding to what you said about streaming, right? So, definitely having that edge, right? Full ownership of your content.
Yes.
Is like the greatest advantage you can have.
That is the greatest advantage, yes.
Okay, so that means you can always spread on
all platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we all know what those YouTube people are paying right now, man.
Yeah.
Per 1,000 views, you are getting some very good funds.
Yeah.
So imagine people having 2 million views. We have actors and actresses who own their own pages right now.
Yeah,
mine is in the work.
Yeah.
And look at it this way. Imagine having 3 million views on YouTube. Bruh, and you're an actor. And it's your movie. You're
10
not
million
sharing.
naira, okay, a deal.
No, we're actually talking about the views now. We've packed that part. So imagine having that much views on YouTube.
Yeah.
And crazy followership on TikTok.
Yeah.
Right. And for every time you drop content on there, you have quite some dollars coming in.
I mean,
is that not killing the industry? Because then it means that as an actor, if a producer calls you, man, Apple import, I don't care, I care less.
Okay,
I make my money on YouTube.
Okay, so that's where love for movie making comes in, and love for being an actor comes in. So if you're an actor that says, okay, I'm quite hungry, and these guys are not giving me what I believe I should be expecting. Like I said earlier, the actors who receive 10 million a day. And if the actor says, yo, I want to produce, it's his choice. You want to produce, go on and produce. It's your market, right? So go ahead and do what you want to do. And then for you who really are the artist, okay, this is what I want to do. this acting is what I love, not being behind the scene or holding the cameras or any of that or producing, then producers and directors will actually have you on set with them. You would actually have their time. And who says you cannot mix it? Who says you cannot produce your own thing and act at the same time? So if you're on set, you're definitely not producing your own thing for now. And then if you per se you have a call time, you have to be on a set and your production has started, a true artist will put their production on hold to go, do their art in acting. Yeah.
Okay.
So what would you say about exceptional actors who like they don't have the commercial view yet, like people don't really know them, but like they're actually exceptional in what they're doing? How do you like advise them to like manage their finances? Because being good, most actors, like you said, they already have their like platforms whereby they want to grow. They will actually put in lead actors to take in that position. But so how do other actors, upcoming actors, get that spotlight? How do they get to that spotlight, and what can they do like to make money while still trying to pursue being like a lead actor?
Okay, so I would start with the first statement you made, which is the big face. They get other producers will get big faces to be on their movies. Now that's the problem with Nollywood. That's one of the problems with Nollywood, because Nigeria as a whole, because everybody would want to make sure that whatever they produce, be it biscuit, be it dried fish, you want to make sure that whatever you produce sells. Right? So when producers go on to carry, for example, a face like Ramsey, let's use that word now. Let's use that name rather. A face like Ramsey Noir, they know the amount of money they are going to make. Yeah. Just from having that, having him rather on set with you on that movie. They know the viewership they're going to get, and more viewership, more money for the producing team. Okay. Right now, to answer the part where upcoming actors who are great but do not have the viewership yet, like you have said, that's why we are men. We cannot believe in one stream of income. If you believe in one stream of income here in Nigeria, then you have just planned to fail.
I think we stress that a lot.
You have just planned to fail. So I myself, I am not just an actor. Like I said, I have a BSc and an MSc. So I have some contents that I write sometimes. I produce shows sometimes. Then if we want to leave the creative field, it's still a creative field at the end of the day, because it's somewhat construction engineering, real estate as a whole, sales, buying and selling.
It doesn't contradict your...
No, it doesn't. That's because it's my time. It's my time. If I'm on set, then I know, okay, I'm not going for any sales or deliveries or inspections or any of that.
Okay.
So when I'm producing, when I'm on set, I'm on set, right? As an art. So as an upcoming actor, I would advise that you have other streams of income. Like I said earlier, I've actually lost a relationship, where the girl was like, yo, you're an actor, you've not even made it yet. You just got back from Europe. You don't have money, you're pursuing acting. Okay, this last job, how much did they give you? Imagine 50 grand, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yo, I know, but then I'm pursuing other things as well. I was still trying to get my balance. That was a very tough moment for me, because that girl, goddamn, I really like that girl.
I was going to say that because you said it twice. In 30 minutes. So it shows love, man. Please come back. He's made it now.
You don't do. But at the end of the day, it's one of the cons you have to face.
You mentioned something like you said you did your master's degree and all of that.
Yes,
and
please.
We are like a financial platform where we advise people on their finances and all of that. So are you trying to say that we should actually go back to school, learn more things, not just the normal acting school? You can still pursue other careers in acting just to like have extra backing, and would it help you in the industry, in the movie industry, having like a BSc and a master's degrees and all of that? Would that
an advantage?
Yeah, an advantage in getting lead roles and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you, I don't. It might sound like a shot, but I'm not trying to fire shots. Are you working with what you studied in school?
No.
There you go. So yeah, in Nigeria, like
elastic, right?
Yeah,
I know farmers that work in a bank.
you see that. So in Nigeria, basically, it's not what you studied in school that you work with. You know, I didn't study engineering. I learned, on the field. I learned building on the field. I learned the sales on the field. I didn't study sales and my course of study is somewhat related to marketing as well. However, I didn't study sales of houses. I didn't study real estate in school. But then we've delved into it. We've learned from people. We've had and we still have mentors who teach us these things. So having going to school doesn't necessarily mean determine, how well you do in life.
Okay.
So yeah, I hope that.
But you could go to
that.
an actor's school and all of that.
Of course, that is when you feel like you want to brush up your acting skills.
Yeah.
And not everybody goes to school. It's self-taught as well. You can stand in front of your mirror and just keep being crazy with yourself. Keep creating characters in your head. For myself, I have a character box. I have a character box where I build several characters. I take out my time. I build several characters, and if they say, okay, they need an Hausa man now, I can go into that box and search for an Hausa man, and if he's not there, I'd have to create one.
Yeah, give us one Hausa man.
Then you'd have to pay me, my friend. My friend, Kaukuri.
It's okay, Musa. So so what are the common blind spots that upcoming actors or creatives make, when they go in, the average will go in and be so excited. Okay, we have this in plan, we have our tools, you have it, but the end of the day, execute, and it's not necessarily going as well as you
what
thought.
I ordered versus what I got.
I ordered versus what I got. Right? There are definitely blind spots, right? So what mistakes do you think you can highlight? That upcoming artists make. So we can somewhat address it if there's any really.
Okay, so like you said just now, excitement. When you become too excited, sometimes you have just planned to fail again.
Yeah.
You have to take your time to understand the field that you're going in. Basically is you have to carry out a SWOT analysis. Look at the strength, the weakness, determine your objective, and then you go ahead to what?
Execute, right?
Execute what you want to do. Now, for instance, you want to produce a movie or a short film, and out of excitement, I'm using the word excitement because that was how it started, right? Yeah. Out of excitement, you got cameras, you got this, and then you forget a mic.
Yeah.
And you're shooting, and you're hoping that the camera and mics will pick you up, and then you get to the studio, and it's a blow off, and you're wondering, what did I do wrong? And mind you spent money to rent those cameras. And the editor is looking at you like, well, this is what you have. If you want to use it, fine. If you don't want to use it, it's up to you.
Okay, I get what you mean.
That's one. And then another thing is finance. I mean, you guys are a financial company, but then that's not that is what they must actually have. Okay. It's a must have in the creative space. It is a must have from the musicians to the skit makers. You must have finances.
Yeah.
Because studio time is real. Equipment is real.
Casting.
Cast is real. Scripting is real. You have to actually pay for these things.
Yeah.
So you can't say, I want to do this without having a team. You want to be your own team. Are you going to put your camera and record yourself? Are you going to cut shot yourself? Are you going to edit yourself? Okay, fine. You might be an alien to be able to do all that, all those things at one time. If you're an alien like that, then perfect. Superman, go ahead and do that. But if you're not, then you must take your time, analyze. Like I said, you carry out a SWOT analysis, analyze what you want to do. Okay. Make sure you have the finances. If you don't have the finances, just keep pushing your own little way that you can, that you think you can do, or how hard you think you can go. Just keep going that way.
Yeah.
When you get the finances, then you can go on with your big shot.
Okay.
For example, I have I have 3 scripts, but I haven't jumped into production. Not like I cannot get a 5 million naira and shoot a movie. Of course we can. However, that's not my dream. I have script that I know my budget is running into 300 million.
Amen.
3 different scripts actually. So
when you're ready, I'll be here.
Oh, okay, fine. You can't hold lines.
300 million, hey, everything will stick.
So these scripts require fundings, and like I said, one of those scripts I'm looking for almost 300 million to finance the movie.
Yeah,
because I know what it is. It's my story. It's my dream. So yeah. Okay. Basically, that's it.
You want to jump on some question?
Okay, so for an actor starting out, what's like a better investment of time? Like, is it finding offline like gigs or pursuing like your social media presence? Which one is like?
Okay, so they both actually work hand in hand. You have to try creating your social media presence, but at the same time, you must keep grinding to get better gigs. When I just came back to Nigeria, I literally was in every single audition. In fact, I became a superstar in auditions basically first. I would go to auditions and I'll meet the likes of like Nancy Sime, who came in for a closed door audition. I'm still like a general actor as of that time, right? But then she has just come in for a closed door audition, and because of how everywhere I am in the audition room, I get to meet her and we become friends, and all of a sudden I'm on a set and people who respect her sees me, I'm like, this guy, Ebisan, I know him now, So that's like how do I put it now, like a level up, it's like a bus up for you, because I had worked so hard going to auditions. I was able to build a relationship with an A-lister, and then I'm fortunate to be on a set with her, and we are playing like we are guys, and the director and the producer sees that, like, okay, this new sharp knows this babe or knows this guy, why not? So you must actually grind both ways. Getting side gigs so hunger no go kill your family, because the startup is really difficult sometimes. Some people are actually lucky to get a first gig where they are selected to be a lead role or a sub-lead role, and they play that, and before you know it, their face is there and kaboom is gone. I know quite a number of people like that. So yeah, basically, I'd advise you get a side hustle and at the same time pursue your dream.
But all in all, like you said earlier on, right, when you mentioned your past relationship, right? So you,
why we go back?
No. I have to bring you back. So the way you said it had the impression like acting. You've done all these things for your self-education, acting. You want to go into acting. So there's some form of what's the word here? Like, they don't see prospect in it, right?
Matter.
Yeah, like you're acting.
Yeah,
you want to make your money,
like
right?
seeing you like a failure already.
Yeah, exactly. So would you say you advise? Yeah, the Nollywood space is good. Is good.
It's way better now.
Yeah,
it's way better now. And yes, I will advise. And at the same time, so my advice is streaming both ways, 2 ways rather. Excuse me. It goes to the right, whereby I'd say if you love it, because passion sometimes is not enough to keep you going in something you actually love. If you actually love it more than just having a passion, because for me, passion can die. Oh, I love you with a passion, and tomorrow you guys are broken up. What happened? Where did the passion go?
Passion needs fire, really.
So it needs to burn. So you have to be burning in there to say, okay, I want to be an actor. Like I said, I have lost such, I've had family members tell me that I'm chasing a stupid dream. When I mean family members, I mean family members that are close to me, right? But today they are the ones calling me, guy, you did so well on this movie. I saw you, good job. Keep going, don't stop. And my mind, I'm like, oh really? You told me I had a stupid dream, man. No, keep going. Okay, thank you, Lord.
Yeah,
thank you, Jesus.
And that made you feel like yes,
we are going. Yeah. So to an extent, it's more like I told you, Lord, I could do this. If I couldn't do it, then it would have actually been a stupid dream.
But as we wrap up, right, because we've just about run the time, I see paid a visit since then.
What?
As the, paid a visit. All right.
Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. You can catch us on Tuesdays and Mondays on X Spaces, and definitely you can catch up with this episode on Spotify and the Nairametrics YouTube page. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a nice day. Bye.
All right, we'll wrap up the show right now. And just to let you know that whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you're going through, you're not alone.